Welcome back to CocoCaviar. I'm Anna and this is Adam. And this week we are giving you guys a life update. For those of you who would have watched our pumpkin carving video, we would have mentioned that we were going to post a video on Halloween, right? And it didn't happen because I ended up having to get it's not emergency surgery, but I had to get surgery. I had my gallbladder removed the Tuesday before Halloween, right? Yeah. So I was in no condition to be able to record a video, unfortunately, as much as I wanted to. Because we had like tons of trick-or-treaters that came by. It was like tons, like hundreds of kids that came by. Adam had to run out.
Hundreds of kids.
Yes,
hundreds.
It was amazing, but it was so fun and cute seeing them all in their little costumes. They were so sweet and adorable, and they like gave us little rhymes, trick or treat. What was it?
Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat.
Yeah, I've never heard that before. So it was really cute and sweet. But yeah, so those of you who might be wondering, like, why did I have to get my gallbladder removed? I had gallstones. So
they were pretty large, they said.
yes, they were huge and it was causing me immense pain, and it started like I would say almost 2 years ago. But I kept like ignoring it because it didn't start off being as painful, and it would come and go over the course of the months, and I thought it was things I was eating, so I stopped dairy, I stopped eating different things, trying to figure out what exactly was going on. And then eventually within the last couple of months it just became so excruciating. Like I would be down for days at a time because it was so painful and I wasn't sure what was happening. And I think it was just causing me overall pain in my stomach and my abdomen. So I was just like, I wasn't sure where it was coming from.
You know, and we're also doing the regular stuff like taking Pepto-Bismol and seeing if it's just indigestion or heartburn or something to that effect.
Right, yeah, because I kept trying different things, gas, eggs, like all sorts of things, just trying to figure out trying to figure out what would help.
And you would never really get any reprieve. It would never.
Or if I did, it was like very little, like it would ease a bit, like Pepto-Bismol helped a bit, you know, like very little. If it did, like, it would stop for like, give me maybe half an hour at most.
Right, but you would be down, like your abdomen was you were in pain for like 2-3 days.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then eventually I went to the doctor, had a ton of tests done, ultrasounds, etc. And then that's what it turned out to be. And I was very, I was nervous. I was even contemplating not to do the surgery and just try and live with that pain because I was so afraid because they put me to sleep, like.
And you never had that done before.
And I've never had surgery before.
That was your first time, and you were somewhat nervous about it.
Yeah, I was like losing sleep over it, to be honest. Like the first time they told me I would have to do surgery, I couldn't sleep for the first couple of nights just thinking about it. So, but you know, people close to me, like my mother-in-law and my husband, convinced me that it was the right thing to do because my father-in-law had it done, and he was fine. There were a couple other people that we know very well that had it done, and everyone was fine. And it's a same-day surgery. It's 30 minutes. Tra la 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 la. So you know how it goes.
I mean, you never want to. It was what they call routine surgery. You never want to take any of that stuff for granted. And you know, we were very cautious in our decision making and the choices that we made. And you know, it might be routine, but there's always going to be a level of nervousness that goes along with it. So, but you know, she handled it great. We handled it great and very fortunate. And so far, so good.
Yes. So for the most part, I am back to my normal self. As of like the last 24 hours.
What is the definition of normal for you, by the way?
When I'm able to terrorize you. And
definitely
laugh.
back to normal.
Yeah, within the last 24 hours, I think I've felt the best I've felt since it happened. 3 incisions. So I wasn't like fully cut open. So So they tried to make sure it was as minimal as possible. So I do have a somewhat of a worthy size scar to the top of my navel, which I was not too happy about, but in the grand scheme of things, I just have to be thankful that everything went well and that I thus far I haven't had my pain. I haven't had any pains. So yeah.
So far so good.
So far so good. It's so weird. After it happened, I felt like I was missing a body part. Like, it was so weird. I felt like something was missing. It was probably all in my mind.
Were you like grabbing your tummy and saying, "Where's my gallbladder"?
No, but it's like when I would lay on that side, it felt differently. Like,
really?
Yes, it did. I had like a little pain on that side. Like, I couldn't lay on that side for the first like 5 days.
Oh, well, that's because of the surgery and
right.
being sore. And
but I could have laid on the other side. That's the thing. I could have laid on my left side, but not on my right side. So yeah, yeah. But my surgery went well, thank God, and we are back to being our normal selves for the most part. Another thing that you told me from my surgery is that I was not able to lift more than 10 pounds for 6 weeks. So I'm what, 2 weeks in?
Yes.
2.5 weeks in?
Yes.
But I don't think it's going to be
2 weeks in today.
Yes. 2 weeks in as of today. Yeah. It's like exactly 2 weeks.
Exactly 2 weeks.
Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, guys, so we just want to update you on that. So we apologize for not posting because we really want to become more reliant on posting consistently and on time. And when we say we are going to post, we want to be more accountable to our followers. Because you guys are here doing this journey with us. You know, this journey of CocoCaviar and sharing everything with you guys. So thank you to our dedicated followers for always being there with us, for us liking, sharing, subscribing, and sending all your lovely thoughts and messages to us. We read them, we talk about them, we talk about you guys. So thanks a lot. And look out for our next video, which is going to be our trip to Las Vegas. So we'll just be sharing a bit of what we did in Las Vegas with you guys. We had some interesting things that happened, so you guys will get to see a bit of that. Yeah, we've had an eventful couple weeks, and that trip to Las Vegas was actually what we did before my surgery. So yeah, so we'll be posting that. If you guys have any requests of things you would like to see us do, any video ideas you'd like to share with us, put it in the comments below, and we'll decide, or maybe have a vote on something that we would do. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Alright guys, so thank you for listening.